I am rebuilding the James Madison University Dukes because Sam OW4WS commented on a previous video, I'd love to see a JMU rebuild because I live near Harrisonburg. I put a link to their channel in the description below. Go ahead and subscribe to their channel right now. If you want to get a shout out in an upcoming video, go ahead and make a suggestion in the comments down below of other schools you want to see me rebuild. I'll pick one comment and I will make a video based on that. I created a new head coach, TD Gamer. We're at level 1. I went with the recruiter archetype. Gonna try to build up from the ground up. Looking at the starting lineup for the first season, they actually have a pretty decent roster, I'm not gonna lie. They are 76 overall in the Sun Belt Conference. They're at 1.5 stars at the moment. At quarterback, we got Alonzo Barnett III. He's actually 85 overall as a sophomore. He's a redshirt. 88 speed is nice, and he has 90 throw power. Accuracies are looking really good over here. At running back, we have 86 overall Ayo Adeyi, not sure I pronounce his name, in his senior year. At wide receiver, we also have a senior, 77 overall. We got a 75, a 74, so we definitely have some room to grow at wide receiver. Tight end, 84 overall, Taylor Thompson. He's a senior, vertical threat archetype. Left tackle is an 80, left guard is 81, center is a 79. All three of those guys are seniors. Right guard is a 78 sophomore, and right tackle is a 79 junior. Left end is an 82 overall junior, right end is 81 senior. Defensive tackle is a 73 is the highest, so yeah, we're not looking good at D tackle here. Outside linebacker is 77, middle linebacker is 81 senior. He has 85 speed, so that's pretty decent speed for a middle linebacker. Right outside linebacker is only a 69 as a senior. Cornerback, we have an 80 as the highest, then we have a 75 and a 73. At free safety is a 75, only 86 speed. I don't like that at all. Strong safety is even slower, only 84 speed, 76 overall as a junior. We are 2 weeks into recruiting and we're going after 2 5-stars here at the top. We are in 3rd place on this 5-star defensive tackle, but we did gain a lot after only doing 50 hours, and I just upped it to 60, so hopefully we can get into 1st place after another week or 2. And we're already in 1st place on this 5-star athlete possession tight end. Literally no one's going after him except for us, so hopefully that holds. We also have a 4-star center that's a gem, and a 4-star defensive end that's a gem. We're in 1st place on him. Going after some other 4-star guys here. We're at least in our top 3 on most of them. We're in 1st on this 4-star right guard, and I just added this 4-star wide receiver with the last 15 hours that we have. Offered him a scholarship, so we should have 20 hours to put on him next week, but it won't even matter because you can't do 20 hours. You can only do 10 or 15, and then it goes up to 25, so that sucks. If we can get 2 5-stars in the 1st season with James Madison, man, that would be game changing going into the 2nd season. Here's the schedule for the 1st season. We have Charlotte, FCS East, North Carolina, Ball State, UL Monroe, Coastal Carolina, Georgia Southern, Southern Mississippi, Georgia State, Old Dominion, Appalachian State, and Marshall. In real life, at the time I'm recording this video, James Madison is actually 8-3 on the season, so they're doing fairly well. We are 4 games into the regular season here, and we are off to a bad start. We are 1-3. We lost to Charlotte 34-31. Only win we have is against FCS East 38-0. Lost to North Carolina in a close game 37-31, and then Ball State beat us 35-30. In real life, James Madison destroyed Ball State 63-7. So yeah, this is very disappointing. Update on recruiting: we did get locked out, or at least we have a deal breaker right now for Alex Peter, the 4-star defensive end. We're playing style, and we're still in the lead on him, but we're gonna lose out on him, leaving him on the board just in case. We're looking good on this 5-star defensive tackle and this 5-star athlete tight end. Starting to get some competition in these other guys. We have a 4-star gym center that we're in 1st place on. Still in 1st place on this middle linebacker, but Virginia Tech's coming in hot, and they got a visit schedule for week 9. But hopefully he can commit after this 1 week. So I haven't got any commitments yet. We're in 1st place on this 4-star running back, 1st place on this 4-star right guard, and we got 2 wide receivers here. We're in 1st place on Ragnow. I've only put 25 hours on him. I had 40 hours freed up because I had scheduled a visit for somebody. So I just went ahead and threw it all on this 4-star wide receiver because none of these teams are making any momentum on him. He's still stuck in the top 8. They just sent him offers, so Want to try to see if we can sneak in and steal this wide receiver. Just like that, we got the first commitment of the entire rebuild. It's a 5-star defensive tackle, Von Aikman from Danville, Kentucky. That 4-star middle linebacker, Marco Toppins, decided to go to Virginia Tech at the last second. We got a 4-star running back, John Warren from Jacksonville, Florida. Come on, we need more. Damn, only one guy right now. We're 8 games into the season now. This block of 4 games went a little bit better. We did lose to UL Monroe 27-7, beat Coastal Carolina 28-23, lost to Georgia Southern 24-16, and we beat Mississippi 52-34. Let's look at the stats in this game. Barnett had a great game, a 181 rating, 269 yards, 4 tutties, 0 interceptions, 72% completion. Man, this dude is good. Rushing, we actually had a good rushing game. AO had 100 yards and 0 tutties, but Barnett had a rushing tutty. Headaway had a rushing touchdown. The tight end, Thompson, had 5 for 97 with the touchdown. Ross, the wide receiver, had a touchdown. Dolison had a touchdown, and Penny 4 touchdowns all around there. Jacob Thomas had 10 tackles, leading the team. Emmanuel Bush had 1.5 sacks. Summerall had 1, and then Cotton had half a sack. The freshman D tackle, that's only 64 overall. No interceptions. Recruiting update. We are looking good pretty much everywhere. We're in first place on this 5-star tight end. I still don't understand why nobody went after him. Now all of a sudden Ohio State's like, oh crap, there's a 5-star, let's get him into the action. But it's a little too late there, buddy, because he's about to commit. 4-star center is literally right on the brink of committing. He's like this freaking close. He'll be committing after this week. 4-star right guard, we're right getting close to him committing also. We're in first place on a couple wide receivers down here. Looking good on them. We're in second place on this middle linebacker, but I just added him last week. Trying to go after 4-star players that nobody else was going after. So he had like 5 offers from other schools, but he was still stuck in the top 8 because they weren't spending any hours on him. So I'll drop 60 hours on him. And then the same thing with this wide receiver. He's a 4-star. Nobody gave him an offer at all. So I gave him an offer and I put 40 hours on him because that was all we had left. So hopefully we can get us 3 wide receivers coming in because our wide receiver core is not looking that good right now. Finally get the 4-star center, Corbin McMahon, the commit from LaGrange Park, Illinois. Got a 4-star right guard, Daryl Gore from Orlando, Florida. We got the 5-star tight end that nobody wanted for some reason. Ohio State came in at the last minute, but it was too late. He was only 18 years old from Hopkinsville, Kentucky, but he looks like he's 35 with that mustache. Rob McAllister. Picked up a 4-star wide receiver, Ian Ragnow from Rowlett, Texas. We also got another 4-star wide receiver, Billy Keller from Richmond Hill, Georgia. We had another 4-star wide receiver, Greg Carnegie, coming from Decatur, Tennessee. We finished the season off strong. We went 7-5 on the year. We beat Georgia State 24-22, beat Old Dominion 21-15, beat Appalachian State 30-27, and ended the regular season beating Marshall 13-6. I don't think that we're going to be competing in the conference championship game, though. It says that we're second in the Sun Belt East with a 6-2 conference record. That's pretty good, though. It's going to be number 22, Coastal Carolina, who went 7-1 in the conference, playing against Arkansas State, who's number 20. They also went 7-1 in the conference. Made it to a bowl game, the 68 Ventures Bowl in Mobile, Alabama, against the Buffalo Bulls. It's early National Signing Day, and despite only having 8 total commits at the moment, we are actually ranked number 30 in the country. We have 2 5-stars, which is surprising, and we got 6 4-stars. We actually have the 4th most 5-stars behind Alabama, Georgia, and Notre Dame, over tied with Oregon and Texas. And then all these other schools down here only have 1, and then all these schools have none, boy. We won the bowl game, the 68 Ventures Bowl winner. Bowl game looking like a shootout, so we beat Buffalo 48-35. Look at the stats for the season here, or for the game, my bad. Barnett, 161 rating, 216 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, 75% completion. Yeah, this dude is a stud. Rushing, AO had 17 for 65 with 3 rushing touchdowns. It was the AO Adeyi show. Receiving, Cam Ross had the 2 receiving touchdowns. He's a senior, so that's the last game he's playing. We're losing pretty much all of our receiving core here. Literally everyone that has a catch right here, they're all seniors. Senior wide receiver, senior wide receiver, senior wide receiver, senior tight end, senior running back, senior tight end. So yeah, all these guys, they're gonna be gone next year. That's awesome. Leading the team in tackles, cornerback Chauncey Logan with 8 sacks. Bush had 1, and then we had 2 interceptions. Logan had 1, and Terrence Spence, the senior, had 1. Since the season is officially over, it's time to look at the season stats. Barnett had a pretty good season here. 3,200 yards, 25 touchdowns, only 4 interceptions. Dude does not turn the ball over. 71% completion with a 158 rating. That's pretty good for a sophomore. Rushing, AO had 834 yards, 15 touchdowns, 4.3 per carry. And then Alonzo Barnett actually had a lot of carries here for a quarterback. 113, 393 yards with 4 touchdowns. Receiving, Dolison had 870 yards and 7 touchdowns. Ross, 600 yards, 6 touchdowns. The tight end Thompson almost had 600 yards with 8 touchdowns. Penny had 400 yards, 2 touchdowns. Knight had 391 yards with a touchdown. Defensively, Hendrick had the most tackles with 83. Tackles for loss, Summerall had 8 and Bush had 7. Summerall had the most sacks with 8.5. He's a senior, so he's going to be leaving us sadly. Mans had 4.5. He's a senior. Bush had 4. He's actually a junior. Then this guy is a freshman and another senior here. Chauncey Logan led the team with 4 interceptions, the most by far. Spence, Holmes, and Barksdale had 1 each. I never noticed this before. I'm looking at the coach carousel. I have offers from North Texas, Vanderbilt, South Alabama, and Texas State. But in the bottom it says job offer. Texas State is a lateral move because we are a 1.5 star school for James Madison. For South Alabama, it's a downgrade because they're a 1-star school, so that's less. For Vanderbilt, it's an upgrade because they're a 2.5 star school, and then same for North Texas, upgrade because they're a 2-star school. I never noticed that until just now. Also, it's the first time I ever got 4 head coaching jobs in the same season. Usually it's like 1 or 2 head coaching jobs and then 2 assistant coaching offers. 2024 college football playoff bracket. Oregon beats Ohio State 34-21 to become the national champs. They went 14-2 on the season. Getting 3-star commitments now. We got the 3-star cornerback Eric Dunn from Savannah, Georgia. Looking at players leaving, and this is heartbreaking. Alonzo Barnett, our quarterback, our stud, man, he wants to transfer out because my coach prestige grade is too bad. Need a B-, we have a C+. We're literally like right there. C+, B- is that far apart. We lose him, we are screwed because I did not like try to go after quarterbacks because I thought we were gonna be set at quarterback. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to get him to stay right now. Come on, bro. No, he's leaving. What an a-hole. Cornerback Chauncey Logan. All right, we'll go ahead and get to stay. Nope. I'm just gonna try to get all these guys to stay. And yeah, they're like, oh, if the quarterback's not staying, we out. All of them. Every single one of them, they're like, yeah, we're out. All right, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that's gonna set us back. That is not looking good. Yeah, we have no players projected to get drafted. Man, that sucks about the quarterback for real. As expected, nobody was drafted. Looking at the transfer portal, we don't have any 4-stars that are interested in coming to the team, but we do have a 3-star quarterback, Gavin Wimsett from Kentucky, that is interested in coming to James Madison, and we are first on his list right now. So I'm gonna put all my eggs in the basket to get him because we have no option at quarterback besides freshman or redshirt freshman, and he has to be better than them, right? I don't know anything about him in real life. I'm gonna go after him as hard as we can. It's National Signing Day. We finished with the 17th ranked recruiting class in the country with only 22 players. We got 2 5-stars, 6 4-stars, and 14 3-stars. Dev traits are revealed now, so we can check those out. This 5-star D tackle only has impact. Impact for this guy. We got a star dev, 4-star gym center here. Nice. Looking for stars. There's another star wide receiver. Star wide receiver. Star cornerback. Star cornerback, another star middle linebacker. We did get that quarterback to transfer. Gonna be a senior for us. We got impact dev trait. I have no idea how good he is because I did not scout him at all. We just had no choice but to just throw a Hail Mary and try to get him since he was the only one interested. Looks like everyone else is normal. We got 20 coach points here, so I'm gonna max out the quarterback one for sure because we're gonna need a new quarterback. The guy we got is gonna be a 1-year bridge basically. Quick look at the best players on the roster now in season 2. We were up to 80 overall. We still a 1.5 star. Still can't believe our quarterback transferred out, but the best player on the team is Trent Hendrick, 83 overall, and also Eric O'Neal, defensive end, that is 83 overall. Both of them are on the defensive side, and then we actually have, I think it was 5 freshmen that are over 75. This tight end was the best guy, 78 overall. He was the 5-star that no one was going after. He has 86 speed as a possession tight end, so yeah, dude is gonna be a killer. 6'3", 268 pounds. Dude is going to be a red zone threat. The 5-star D tackle Von Aikman, he's a 77 overall as a true freshman. And then we have a 76 center, true freshman. A 75 wide receiver, that's a true freshman. And then I think I passed Milt Ferguson. He's a redshirt freshman, but dude is 78 overall with 99 speed. He's only 5'10", 160 pounds, but he's really small. But then that speed, 99 speed, 99 acceleration, 98 agility, 99 change of direction. Might have to put him at running back or something, man. Can he catch at all? It says he has 74 catch. I mean, we need the cornerback depth right now for sure. I'm trying to see what his coverage stats are. 74 man coverage. All right, that's pretty decent. He can run with these guys. Zone coverage is terrible though. Here is the depth chart for season 2. At quarterback, we have the transfer Gavin Wimsatt, gonna come over and try to be our savior. He's a junior. I thought he was gonna be a senior. Okay. 76 overall as a redshirt junior. So he might be the quarterback for 2 years unless we can get like a 5-star stud. They get 2 freshman quarterbacks, but they're only 72, 71, so I'm redshirting them. Running back, we have George Pettaway, 80 overall with 94 speed. We also got a transfer running back, Miles Davis, 79 overall, but he has 97 speed as a receiving back. 6 foot, 215 pounds. Hopefully we get a good season out of him. At wide receiver, we have Ymir Knight, 77 overall, and then 2 true freshmen are going to be basically starting for us. Ian Ragnow, 75, and Billy Keller is a 74. Tight end, we saw the stud, Rob McAllister, 78. Left tackle is an 80. Left guard is an 82. At center, we got true freshman Corbin McMahon, 76. Right guard is only a 67. Hold on, we're going to have to change this around. Probably need to start Bush on. Thought this auto set was supposed to be working right. Right tackle, we have 75 overall, Josh Toner. Okay, actually, the right guard is going to be a true freshman, Daryl Gore. I had it set at that, but for some reason it got moved around. It was trying to start like a 67-year-old or 67 overall, not 67-year-old. So yeah, we got 2 true freshmen starting on the offensive line in the middle, but we got to do it. Defensive end, Eric O'Neal is 83. Right end is a 72. Defensive tackle, we have the 5-star true freshman Von Aikman, 77 overall. He's the best by far. A couple of 72s behind him. Outside linebacker, Trent Hendricks at 83. Middle linebacker, we have the redshirt freshman Trayshawn Dye, 73 overall with 88 speed, 5'11", 220 pounds. He probably should be playing safety. We might have to look into that next year if we get some better linebackers. But yeah, our linebacker core is looking terrible. Brandon Feek is a 71 redshirt senior. That's not great. Cornerback, we have Justin Eagland, 79 overall, and then we have the redshirt freshman Milt Ferguson, 78. Then we have a couple of 74s down here. Free safety, 75, Kai Holmes, and then strong safety. I think I'm actually going to start Chase Keegan over top of Jacob Thomas because he's a little bit faster. They're both still pretty slow though. And also Regan is a sophomore. And one thing I did forget to do is get a punter. We needed one. I didn't get one, so we have a walk-on. Dude's only at 54 overall. Terrible. Gonna be doing something a little bit different here on the depth chart. At third down running back, we got Pettaway, who is an 80 overall. I was gonna put Davis there, but since he's more of a receiver, I mean they're both receiving backs, but instead it likes having Miles Davis in the slot as a starting slot receiver. 97 speed, and he has safety valve and takeoff for his physical abilities. I'm gonna go ahead and do that and see if we can just get him a crazy receiving season as a running back. Also, I'm starting my kicker as kicker and punter with this 99 kick power. Hopefully we don't have to play the walk-on freshman punter at all. We are at week 1 of the regular season. We're about to have our first game, but we're looking at recruiting here. We got a 4-star gym quarterback that I'm going after hardcore. We can put 65 hours on him, so that's what I did. His name is George Williams. Look at his abilities real quick. He has 86 speed with 95 throw power. He also has mobile resistance, option keying, off platform. He has really good accuracy, so he could be the quarterback of the future if we can just go ahead and get him to commit to the team. We're in first place on this 4-star wide receiver. We got a 4-star gym outside linebacker that we were in second place on, but I just dropped 75 hours on him, so we should be able to pass Wisconsin pretty soon. Also going after this 5-star defensive end. We can put 75 hours on him, but he was the last guy I was going after. We only had 65 hours left, and we had a pretty good gain after that. So these are the guys that we're trying to get to change the program. Schedule for this year, we got FCS West, Fresno State, UL Monroe. We got number 11 Notre Dame, UMass, Coastal Carolina, Old Dominion, Marshall, Georgia State, Appalachian State, Georgia Southern, and Troy. Not the hardest schedule ever. Hopefully we can get at least 6-7 wins. I don't know what's going to happen with the quarterback situation though. We ended up losing the 4-star wide receiver JJ Wardle to Virginia, so we're taking him off the board sadly. But we are in a commanding lead on the 4-star gem quarterback George Williams. We were actually able to do a hard sell on him because our 2 best grades that we have on him happened to be in his perfect pitch. We had an A- proximity to home and an A+ playing time. He's definitely gonna be starting for us right away, most likely. Still in first place on, well actually we are in first place on everybody else. We are in first place on this 5-star defensive end. Getting close to being able to hard sell him. Playing style is a D. And yeah, we're not gonna be able to hard sell this guy. Damn it. All right, we got 65 hours, so I can go ahead and drop 25 on him to try to stay ahead. I might actually end up scheduling a visit for him. Get us to 75. Can we schedule a visit week 6 against Notre Dame? Oh, that's not gonna go well. Notre Dame's number 5 and they're 4-0 on the year. I'm gonna go ahead and schedule him to visit against Notre Dame because it's week 6. We're currently in week 5, so he'll be visiting next week. We don't have another visit until week 9 with him, and by then Georgia might already take over. They're gaining on us. We did bump it up to 75 hours though, but screw it. I'm gonna go ahead and do it. Come in and let's go. What is his deal breaker? Playing time? All right, so we know for sure he likes playing time. So we're gonna visit him on playing time, which we have an A+ because he'll definitely start right away also. Big, huge news here. We get our quarterback of the future 4-star, George Williams from Cincinnati, Ohio. We also get 4-star outside linebacker Dustin Nizialek from Detroit, Michigan. We got 4-star cornerback Jason McNair from Tampa, Florida. For the first time in the rebuild, we win the Sun Belt Defensive Player of the Week against Notre Dame with our freshman middle linebacker Trayshawn Dye. He had 9 total tackles and 1 tackle for loss. We are 4 games into the season and we are 1-3, so not good. We beat FCS West 24-9. Fresno State beat us by 3 points, 34-31. UL Monroe beat us by 3 points, 41-38, and then Notre Dame beat us 35-30 by 5 points. So all these games that we're losing are within 1 score. I guess that's a good time, but we're still losing. Look at the stats on this Notre Dame game. Whimsy actually had a great game, a 188 rating, 238 yards, 2 touchdowns, did have 1 pick, got sacked 3 times, 71% completion, so he's doing pretty good for a 76 overall transfer. George Pettaway, 11 carries, 67 yards, and a touchdown. Quarterback Wimsett had 50 yards and a touchdown rushing. The freshman Ian Ragnow, 4 catches, 116 yards, and a tutty. And then Yamir Wright had the other touchdown. Defensively, the freshman middle linebacker Trayshawn Dye, we saw he had 9 tackles. He led the team. Cotton and O'Neal both had a sack and no interceptions. Recruiting update, we are still in first place on this 5-star defensive end Greg Square, but Georgia is hot on our heels and he just had his visit against Notre Dame in the game that we lost. We weren't able to hard sell him before, but our playing style was a D, but apparently it went up to a C-. We can go ahead and hard sell him. Man, maybe that'll help us close the deal. This is actually awesome breaking news here. How to max this out. If we can get, man, we might be able to lock him up after this 1 week. Georgia has a visit scheduled for week 12, but it's going to be over before then. They're wasting their hours on that. So in first place on this safety and this defensive tackle. No one was going after him, so I added him to the board. I'm going after him with as many hours as possible. Same thing with this safety, Tyler Chickalo. There was only 1 school going after him, Florida State, but now Nebraska is in the mix. But we gained all that just after 1 week of going 65 hours on him. So we should be in first place after that. And then we're officially down to 3 stars. There's no more available 4 stars. Going after a right tackle here, and I'm bringing in a new kicker and a punter for sure, no matter what, because we need them. Simulated to the next week, and we are now in second place to that 5-star defensive end to Georgia. And I wonder, did our grade drop down? Yeah, playing style went down to a D+. Damn it. We're gonna have to drop him back down to just hard to, or send the house. We got a 4-star free safety, Sam Harper from Wetumpka, Alabama. And we did not get the 5-star defensive tackle. He ended up going to freaking Georgia. Come on, bro. That was a defensive end, not D tackle, but come on. We're 8 games into the regular season and it's officially a bust. We are 2-6. 0-4 in the conference. Yeah, it's bad. We did get one win against UMass, 31-16, but then we lost to Coastal Carolina, 48-29. Lost to Old Dominion, 30-24. Marshall beat us by 2 points, 20-18. Look at the stats in this game. Whimsett, not good, buddy. A 101 rating, 148 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions. Running for his life, sacked 5 times, 55% completion. Petaway had a decent game, 84 yards rushing with 1 tutty. Receiving, Knight had 6 for 73 yards. Defensively, Regan had 7 tackles, leading the team. Aikman, the freshman D tackle, had 3 sacks. The hell, he's not supposed to be getting sacks. He's a run stopper. Dude is 6'5", 341 pounds. He's not even in as a speed rusher or, you know, a pass rushing defensive tackle. He's only like a 69 overall at that, even though he's a 77 overall as a true freshman. Weathersby had 1.5 sacks, and Dango had half a sack. 0 interceptions. We got the 4-star defensive tackle Ernest Priester from Helena, Alabama. We also got a 3-star right guard Stan Garrison from Reisterstown, Maryland. And we got 3-star quarterback Barry Soner from Stewart, Florida. He's an athlete. I have no idea if he's fast or not, but if he is, he might be playing another position. We get another 4-star free safety Tyler Chickalow from Miami, Florida. We finished the season 2-10. Terrible year. We went 0-8 in conference play, so yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if I'm on the chopping block, potentially getting fired. I haven't looked at the coach contracts yet, but wouldn't be surprised. We lost to Georgia State 25-14. We lost to Appalachian State 41-17. We lost to Georgia Southern 31-17, and we end the season against Troy losing 45-34. Let's look at the stats in this game. At quarterback, Whimsett, not great again, a 125 rating, 260 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, 60% completion. He also had 58 rushing yards and a touchdown. Petaway had 17 carries, but it was ineffective with 2.8 yards per carry. Did have a rushing touchdown though. Ragnow, the true freshman, had 8 catches, 124 yards and a touchdown. That's a good game from him. And then Knight had a receiving touchdown. Defensively, we had 3 guys with 8 tackles, so yeah, that's not good. That means you're on the field a lot on defense. And then the true freshman, I just made up a new word, the true freshman, Trayshawn Dye, middle linebacker, had 1 sack. And then Eaglin and Holmes both had interceptions. Looking at the coach contract, and it says that we are on the hot seat. We got 2 wins. They expected us to get 6, but it says that we have a 63% job security, so hopefully that means that they'll let us stick around, because I think next year will be better for sure with that true freshman quarterback starting, the 4-star Jim. Since the season is officially over, it's time to look at the season stats. Whimsett didn't do so great, honestly. 2,600 yards passing, 18 touchdowns, 9 interceptions, 62% completion with the 131 rating, not great. Petaway had a pretty good season though, 700 yards, 5.1 per carry with 8 touchdowns. Whimsett had almost 500 yards rushing, 6 touchdowns, but only 3.6 per carry. Miles Davis did not do great either, only 2.8 per carry with 4 touchdowns. Receiving, Ragnow, the true freshman, had almost 1,000 yards with 6 touchdowns, and then the freshman tight end had the second most with 409 yards on 39 catches and 2 touchdowns. Miles Davis in the slot wide receiver, he had 38 catches, 389 yards with 0 touchdowns. Ymir Knight had 360 yards with 7 touchdowns. Defensively, the redshirt freshman Trayshawn Dye had 80 tackles, leading the team, but he was tied with Chase Regan, who also had 80 tackles. Tackles for loss, DJ Cotton had 5. Sacks, DJ Cotton had 4, my bad. And then the true freshman Aiken had 3, the second most on the team, but he had all 3 of those in 1 game. Interceptions, Eaglin had 2, and then Holmes, Regan, Booth, and Thomas all had 1. Very, very bad news here. It says that we have been fired. Definitely expected it to happen. I mean, I thought we had a chance to stick around since it says 63%, but I guess that's all that we needed. It says, unfortunately, Coach TD Gamer, we have decided to go in a different direction. We wish you the best of luck in your future endeavors. Our starting quarterback deciding to transfer out was definitely not good. That was our deal breaker, the death of us, I guess you could say. So yeah, we started off 8-5, had all the hopes and dreams in the world, and then he's like, yo, I'm out of here, peace out, because you don't have very much coach prestige. You're a young coach. I don't like that. Basically screwed our entire season. We tried a Hail Mary long shot by bringing in a transfer quarterback. It didn't work out. I think that we had some really good recruiting seasons though. We brought in a couple of good classes. and I think we should go look and see what our recruiting class is ranked this year. I think it did pretty good. At early national signing day, we have the 26th ranked class in the country. 12 total players. We didn't get any 5 stars, but we did get 6 4 stars and 6 3 stars. We almost had the opportunity to get a couple of 5 stars, but they committed to other teams at the last possible minute on some a-hole type stuff. We only have 3 teams offering us jobs. It's defensive coordinator for Arizona, offensive coordinator for Tulsa, and defensive coordinator for Utah. Unfortunately, that is going to be it for the video. If you like what you saw, please subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, comment down below other teams you want to see me rebuild. I'll pick one of the comments and I will shout you out in an upcoming video and do a rebuild of that team. Appreciate y'all for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next one.